first thing first, before we do anything, you will have to create an account. So what we do, let me share the screen. Can you guys see Discord?
Yeah.
All right, so in Discord, you go to the Get Started Here section. And you would come to this link to start an account with Prosperity FX. This link will redirect. Can you see this next page?
Yep.
Okay, so the link will redirect you to Prosperity FX. We'll go through the sign up process, enter in all of your details, and hit continue. Now, as far as completing the sign up for your Prosperity FX, if you go to the How to Trade with TK video, it'll walk you through the sign up. So from here, we'll just go to entering in the trade setups or setting up a demo account, and we'll see how to do all of those things properly. Okay. So again, anybody that hasn't set up their live account, you can use this video inside of the Discord under the Get Started Here tab to walk you through the step-by-step process of setting up your live account and funding it. So let's get to the trade setups. The trade setups for everyone with the Profit Takers Pro membership, which all of the founder members have, you have access to all trade setups: Forex, options, crypto, indices, commodities. Okay. So let's just say, for instance, since the Forex market is open, we have a Forex play. A Forex play comes through. You get the exact coordinates, stop loss, to take profit levels, and a recommended risk amount. For all,
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
What I'm looking at right now, when you do your Forex swing setups, you enter your stop losses and your targets, but you never enter an entry point.
Yes, I only give the entries when I'm doing limit orders.
Yeah.
So if you see sale, it's a market execution order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So if you just see sell or buy, it's at market execution. Oh, another thing, I'm glad you stopped me there before I continue. I only trade from 3:30 to 4:30 and from 9:30 to 10:30. So those are times that you should have your alerts on, or just be on the lookout for the trade setups from the group, because that's when they'll be coming out in between the London session from 3:30 to 4:30 and the New York session from 9:30 to 10:30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Put those times into your taker's time. So let's say we get a setup. These will be the coordinates. And from here, the first thing you do is look at the pip amount. Okay. And you look at the pair. Next, you go to FX calculator. Now let me stop the share from my computer screen, and I'll share from my phone, and I'll pull up the app FX calculators, and we will give an example from there. Okay. Now I have a Samsung device, so it allows me to use a split screen. iPhone, I don't think they have that, but it helps with for me, with entering in setups, being able to use both screens at one time. But let's just, before we continue on, let's say, for instance, you have a demo account and you have not added your pairs. You would simply hit the plus sign at the top, come to Forex crosses, and add all of the major pairs. If there's something that you see posted as far as a trade setup that you do not have inside of your quote section, simply come up to that plus sign, find it, and add it. As far as the cryptos, I only send out trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Stellar Lumens. Of course, we trade gold, US oil, NASDAQ 100, S&P 500, and US 30. You can also trade some US shares on Forex as well. So if you see some option plays for any of these companies, Apple, Amazon, BA, Bank of America, you can also take them on Forex, which is pretty cool. I've done that as well. MasterCard, we just did a very nice play on MA, Tesla. So those are other things that, oh, what's that? PG, Procter & Gamble in there? What was that? Yeah, that was. Okay. So yeah, just other things that you can use your Forex broker for. So after you've added the pairs, we'll go to FX calculator. Make sure you got your account size in. For this demo account, the account size is 3,000. So in the FX calculator under account sizes, make sure you have that amount. For you guys, even though all of the trade setups say recommended 9%, I want you guys to get used to seeing price fluctuate using your demo accounts. So I want you to start with 3%. Write that down. Do 60 trades. No, do 90 trades at 3%. 60 trades at 6%. 30 trades at 9%. And if you can make it all the way through, being disciplined without over leveraging through one setup, then just stay at 9%. At any point, if you over leverage, start over from the beginning. This will teach you to be disciplined in your trading plan. And once you develop that discipline and robotic approach with leveraging each trade, your results will match my results. The only way you will have different results than me at the end of the month is if you are inconsistent with your leverage, or if you don't take all of the trade setups. So for instance, the first 2 weeks, we pretty much won almost every trade, maybe losing 1 or 2 trades per week. Last week, we lost 3 trades and 2 trades hit break even. But we had 1 trade that week that made 150%. So let's say, for instance, you missed the trades at the beginning of the week, but you only caught the losing trades. And let's say you forgot to move your stop loss and break even. Your results won't reflect my results. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to move your stop losses to break even, as well as how to use Tradingview to set an alert. That way you don't have to stare at the charts, but once you get an alert to your device, you will know you can move your stop loss and take the stress away from your trading. So we have our account size and we have the risk. Now, the next thing we do is look at the pips. Let me see, the pip amount was 25 pips. So we put in 25 pips, and what FX calculator does, if you look under standard lot size, it gives you a recommended risk amount. So for instance, under standard lot, it says 0.42. We will ignore the last number. We only want to look at the number before the decimal and the 2 spaces after the decimal. So in this case, we'll just split 0.42 into 3 positions. Okay, so you can do it at whatever number you would like to. All right, so I'll just find AUD USD. I'll open a new order. At the top, You can either, like I said, split the positions up into 3 and put a stop loss in for each position, or you can put in that 0.42 and put in the stop loss in the third TP. And from there, hold on, let me pull up you can put in the third TP and set alerts at the TPs and take partials. I'll show you exactly what I mean as far as take partials in a second. So let's pull up these coordinates. I'll go through that again. I'm gonna do both just so you can see it. So this is the first example. Just put in the entire 3% up, putting in the stop loss, 0.93656, and we'll use the third TP, which is 0.89372, and we'll sell it. All right, now that's the first example, okay? For our next example, we'll take that 3% and we'll split it into 3 different positions, okay? So let's see, 12, 12, 12 is 36. We got 42, so we'll do, that's 14, no, 15, 15, that's 30, and we'll do 12. So we'll do 15, 15, and 12, all right? So let's go here, 0.15. What we'll do is put in the same stop loss, all right? So don't do both, do either or. Either put the whole 3% up and, you know, set the alerts and take partials, or do it this way by splitting it into 3 different position sizes. Don't do both, because then you're risking 6% versus the 3%. All right, I'm just showing this as an example. Okay, so we got 0.93656 for our target. We have, for target 1, we got 0.92696. We hit sell. Let's go back to it, open it up. Now we're going to put in target 2 with the same stop loss, 0.93656. Target 2 is 0.91387. Hit sell. Now, for the breakdown, as far as our risk, we chose 15, 15, 12. Okay. So for the next one, we'll use 0.12, and that's the total, our total 3%, which was 0.42. Make sense? All right, perfect. So from here, we just put in that third TP. Third TP 0.89372. And what's that stop loss? 0.93656, and just hit sell. From here, we just let the trade setups ride. Now, let me show you how to look at your position, okay? So if you want to look at where price is on your position, you will hold it and go to chart. If you do not see where you entered, and what I mean by that, if you do not see these dotted lines, what you would do is go to settings, and inside of your settings, I want you guys to go to, what is it? Price labels, and just toggle it on. And that'll allow you to see where you are as far as price, where you entered and where your stop loss is. It'll also let you see your targets. Let me go to a higher time frame. So you'll see your entry, your stop loss, and your target areas. So these are your entries. This is your stop loss right up here by this double top. And these are your targets. Okay. So the next thing, let me stop the share here. And I'm going to go to Tradingview to show you how to set an alert to let you know when your trade setup reaches 20 pips in profit. All right. All right. So now we're in Tradingview. We just entered in that trade setup. Okay. This is our entry, and we want to know where the 20 pip mark is so we can place an alert. Do you guys see this measuring tool here? It looks like a ruler.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Cool. So that's what you use to measure your pips. So we'll look at what our stop loss is. Let's see. Our stop loss is 93656. You can just find that on your chart, 93656. You place a alert there by coming to the right hand side and clicking the plus sign. Boom. Once you click that plus sign, you just simply hit this button to add that alert. Once you do that, the alert is added and it's there. So that'll let you know when your stop loss is hit. From here, like I said, this is our entry, this is our stop loss. We have an alert for when our stop loss is hit. Now we want to find the alert for when we're 20 pips in profit so we can move our stop loss in profit. So let's go back and select that measuring tool that I told you guys about. Click our entry. We're just going to drag it down. Okay, we ignore that number behind the decimal. You see, this is 20 pips in profit. So from here, we just double click, come to the right hand side, hit that plus sign, add an alert. Then you just name it. Move stop loss to break even. And it's that simple.
I got a question about the alerts with Tradingview. With I know it will send you email alerts, but will it send text alerts?
I get text alerts. Hold on. I get alerts from the app. I have the app downloaded on my phone.
Okay.
So
the Tradingview app.
Yes. So
okay.
When my alerts come through, they come through the email and I get a ping from the app, and it comes through on my Apple Watch as well.
Okay.
So after you see that we've went into profit, from here, you would go back to your MT4. We got that alert, 20 pips in profit. Now we just want to move our trade in profit to protect our trade. Okay, so so let's say, for instance, this trade is in profit. The first one we entered, but these right now, they're still at the entry. So what I'll do is just move the stop loss closer so you guys can see how to move the stop loss, okay? So right now, these dotted lines, this is where our stop loss is. I'm going to modify one of these trade setups to move the stop loss closer, only because it's not far enough in profit to move it to break even or to move it into profit. So what you'll do is just use this crosshair tool to find out where you want to put it. In that case, it will be, well, in the case that we move into profit 20 pips, you just put it wherever the dotted line is. So come to the dotted line after selecting this crosshair tool at the top. You select that crosshair tool, bring it to your entry, look to the right. It says 0.93438. And you use that number to modify your new stop loss. So you just 93438. So you come to your trade setup, select modify, and for your new stop loss, you put 0.4938, and you would hit modify. And that's how you move your trade to break even. That's it. Use the crosshair tool to find out the entry point and modify the stop loss. Now I'm going to move the stop loss from here to here just to show you. So let's say we move it here. this point, if we look to the right, is 0.93551. So we'll go hold one of our trade setups. We'll hit modify and put 0.93551 and just hit modify.
You're gonna have to modify those 3 trades
Yes, to bring them
individually.
Yes, yes, sir. So after I hit modify, as you can see, the stop loss has been moved and it's now here. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. So you put in the trade, you put in the exact stop loss, target areas, you set an alert for when you are 20 pips in profit. So we don't lose winning trades, okay? Because like I told you guys, all trade setups are based off of probability.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So underneath the option plays, these were the setups that I was talking about. All right, and under option charts, I use these for you guys, because you guys you know what you're looking at or looking for. So I placed the chart setups in here from Tradingview, so you can come in and see why I called these particular plays. So I sent out this triple Q call. These were the targets. Sent out this PayPal call. These were the targets, stop loss, recommended stop loss. And this is triple Qs. Triple Qs hit, you see it hit, it's on the way to TP3. That we caught it from here. That's almost a $20 return on triple Qs. That's, that's over 10,000, like I said, depending on what contracts you got. It's the same thing with PayPal. I sent out PayPal. We caught PayPal from 101. It just hit TP1 Friday, and it's still moving. But this PayPal trade right now, before the weekend ended, it was up $8,400. So we got to take all of the setups.
TK,
So, yeah.
This is still on MetaTrader, the option play?
No, the options, this is Thinkorswim.
That's what
okay.
I was gonna ask you that. Can you give us a give us an example of a setup on the option plays also? On Thinkorswim?
Now, as far as the option plays, Thinkorswim, it's not difficult, but that's a whole nother course for Thinkorswim. Okay. So as far as the options, if you don't understand how to navigate Thinkorswim, you can use Robinhood, or you can use Webull. They have a simpler process as far as navigation to get to the option setups. And when I drop the options course, it's called Optimum Options. It's actually going to cover everything of how to set up Thinkorswim, how to place them on them, how to find the right contracts, how to properly bid for your contracts and everything. And that's going to be set up through the new site. I'll show you guys the new site, what I've been working on while we're here.
There is a way to set up stop losses and targets with options with Thinkorswim, but it's complicated.
And for the people, that get a headache trying to find that, we'll just show them how to set up the alerts. All right, so the website, you guys, is profittakerseu.com. This is what it looks like. Oh, Mr. Terry, I need to get with you to get your testimonial so I can add you up here.
Yeah, I need to do that.
So this is Aaron and Jonathan. And these are the breakdowns of the courses. I put up a different version, well, not a different version, but I gave people a choice to get access to the course without going through the 6-week journal or the step-by-step guided process. You can just do the course and the course only. That'll be $2,000, but to get the entire experience that you got, lifetime access to all of the products, as well as the 6-week journal, the Q&As and the weekly calls, that's going to be packaged at $5,000. And as far as that options course, so after I get everybody the hard copies of the journal that started with us, then I'll finish this. And but until then, like I said, let's just keep it simple and use either Robinhood or Webull, because like I said, their platforms are easier to navigate.
Yeah, I use Robinhood.
Okay, cool. And this
This is
video
a
will
different
actually
website. What
Huh?
you showing us right now?
Oh yeah, the other thing is a landing page, and it's the app. So you guys are working through the landing page in the app. This is the actual website, but you will have access to that other portal through this. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to sign up for the course, it's going to send you to the profittakers.passion, which you guys already have access to.
Yeah. Now, I always access that website basically on not on a computer, not on an app. You can actually access it through an app.
Oh yes, it's you can do it on the phone as well. So when you go to it on the phone, it's going to tell you to download Passion.io, and you just find Profit Takers. And it's only doing that because I haven't published the app yet, because I was still running through, everything with the founding members. But now I don't know if you guys checked it out. We actually got the entire system updated. Have you guys looked at your courses since we finished?
I
Yes,
look
I
at
have.
it, but I don't look at it on an app because actually I did download the app, but I couldn't get anything. So I
Okay.
deleted it.
Okay, yeah, you go to when you open it, it has like a search bar. You just put in Profit Takers, and the logo isn't up there, but it's the only company that says Profit Takers. I updated the way all of the videos look, and pretty much the process. So, and I also took notes for you guys. So I added graphics. So at the end of every lesson, you'll get notes. And then at the end of every homework section, I write out exactly how to do the steps from the homework. So just in case it was something that you missed in the video, you'll be able to see it at the end of the video with the action steps. So yeah, that's pretty much, it was a lot of work, but I knocked it all out. As far as the trade setups, that's pretty much it. If there's anything else you guys would like more clarification on, let me know.
Yeah. Quick question as far as the option plays goes. When I look at it, when you click on the option plays, which one is which? Because I see you got the QQQ play and call, but is it the chart above that for the QQQ, or is the PayPal call is beneath that?
In the charting section, the options charts?
No, on the option plays. If you click on the plays right quick, the option plays. And go all the way. Yeah, so right there, like, is that PayPal play? Is that under there? With
Are
the
you
date?
talking about which option chain is for which play? Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking?
Okay. Yeah, and then I don't really, and then I don't ever see the date until because you don't do weekly options, or you mostly do like just long-term options or like long play a
No,
couple
I
weeks
do.
out.
Yeah, I put the normally, okay. So I took it out on accident. Normally I have the date in. That one I cut short on accident. So you'll see the date. You see it at the top?
Yeah, I see it on this.
22. Yeah, I must have cut that one short on accident, moving kind of quick. But yeah, it's normally they have the date at the top. So moving forward, make sure I got those dates in there so you can see it, as well as that. Well, the date is here on this one. Okay. So that's what I did. On this one, I had the strike price, but I didn't have the date. So I retook the picture and I highlighted the new strike price, which was the 110, and I marked it for you. And the date is right here at the top. Yeah, so the second one had the date and the strike price. That's what I did. I just did not put the date or strike price for triple Q. Okay. So that's what that was.
Okay.
This one was a correction for this one.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Yeah, because when I look at the option plays, I just kind of be trying to find like, did you do it for like a week or like a couple of weeks,
Oh,
month out?
most option plays that I take will be a month out.
Month out. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really do
You're not trying to day trade options.
no, nah, because you know, Mr. Terry, getting stuck in these contracts, some of the open interest on those things are pretty low, and I hate for you guys to see yourself up in profit and you can't sell the contracts.
Right.
So I get contracts, or like I said, I typically go a month out so you can operate easier without having to scramble or create any stress behind entering or exiting the positions. Because the entire concept of this thing was you guys learning how to trade and compound your accounts anxiety free. All right. Entering in option plays is well, on Thinkorswim it's enough variables alone to and without worrying about being stuck in a contract. So that's why we picked the contracts with a little more time on. You do make more money, of course, with the shorter term contracts, but as a whole, it'll be easier and safer for us the way we're doing it. So all of them, like I said, will be at least a month out.
Correct. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking at as far as the date goes. I'm like, okay, they do it for a week, boom, do it for, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense now. Now that I know that you at least a month out.
Mm-hmm. So even if you see, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. But even if you see the chart with the strike price and without the date, you'll know to pick at least a month out. Or let's say, for instance, I'm sending trades for everything and I may have forgot to send the strike price. Look at the target, okay? And that should be your strike area. The first target should be your strike area.
Right. Do you know anything about putting stop losses, anything on with the Robinhood app?
Nope. But what you can do is
I'm gonna look at it.
What you can do is just check out the stop loss here. So let's say, for instance, the stop loss for Triple Q was 334. Let's just go to Tradingview because you got access to that for free. And you're also using it for your homework and to chart yourself. So you might as well use it to teach yourself how to manage your own trades. Okay. So we just go to Triple Qs. And we find the stop loss. It was 334. Go to 334, find the plus sign by going all the way to the right. You can't do it in the middle. You have to go all the way to the right to this scale. Hit the plus sign, add alert, and you just type in stop loss hit. If your stop loss is hit, go to your chart or go to your trade and close that trade. Now, this is the beautiful thing with our option setups. Okay. I give the recommended risk amount, which I put at 9% for the options. But we all know that if it doesn't expire, you're not going to lose everything. So that's the beauty with that. Even though we risk 9%, when your stop loss is hit, if you cancel the trade, you don't lose 9%. So that's the beautiful part with our options. But, in order to let yourself know when to get out, you can just add that alert. In most cases, in the group under trade updates, I'll normally tell you if the stop loss has been hit or if the TPs are hit, or what's going on with the trade. But just to get used to managing yourself, because that is a skill you should develop as a trader, not just trade execution, but also trade management. We'll learn how to enter alerts to notify us if a stop loss is hit, to notify us if targets are hit, and also to notify us when we're in profit, to where we're in enough profit to move our stop loss, where our entries or our stop losses to break even at our entry or either in profit. All right. So
This
for
would
this,
actually be enough for me to actually want to buy an Apple Watch.
that's hey, that's that, bro. That comes in handy for me because I used to just stare at the charts a lot. Doing this allows me to send out trades and everything. I don't know if know if you guys notice this, but I'm doing, the crypto, the commodities, like all this stuff, just from the alerts. That way, I don't have to worry about being everywhere at once because I'm nowhere. I'm not even paying any attention to it until an alert is hit. And that'll also teach you to leave your trades alone, Mr. Jonathan. All right. What did you close? What did you close that gold trade out at?
I remember. I got to pull it up, man. But
how much did you lose? Like $200, $300?
No. I didn't lose any. I just did. It was up to almost like 2 something. But when I closed it out, it was like $30-$40.
Oh man! So you closed it out at $30-$40 in profit.
And because at first it went all the way even down. It went down. It went like I was in a negative. That's when I hit you up. I was like, oh dang, man, I must have missed something or whatever. That's why I hit you up. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it get at least back into the positive. Then I'm gonna just close it out for the hell of it. And that's what I did.
So this is what happened, right? So this is where we entered right here. No, where did we enter? We entered. Okay, we entered over here. Okay, so we entered right here. Price came down. You were in profit. That close to $200. It came back up towards our entry, but you were still in profit. All we had to do, since we went 20 pips in profit, move our stop loss from here, which was 1935. How do I remember that stop loss? Wow. Our stop loss was 1935. You should have just moved it to break even, which was 1929, and just leave it alone. From there, after it came close to our entry, it shot immediately to our target area, kissed this imbalance zone, and shot up 100 pips in like an hour. I'm really mad we missed that buy entry because it was just, that's perfect. That shows that our system is what it is.
All right.
Wick entries.
Something that you're using on this TradingView chart, and you didn't talk about it, parabolic SAR, SAR.
Oh, yes.
It does work.
Yes. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Like I said, I will edit this video and post it. I only use the parabolic SAR to identify major structural levels. That's it. Because if you look at the parabolic SAR, when you're still in a continuation or a trend, it gives you more so dots that looks like it could be a flag pattern, or it identifies a downward trend.
But it's also very good at keeping you in the trend. If you have a very steep, that's a strong trend.
Exactly. Now, when you reach structural levels, this is what it does. It normally, like, let's say for instance, here, this was a structural level that it broke, came back to retest. Once it reached that level again, if you look at the parabolic SAR, it was showing you that you had resistance in those areas. So I only look at it really to see areas that are like this, where you can see major structural levels. And it's just to confirm the things that we learned within the course. And if you look at this from our course, this was stage 1 of the jump, stage 2, stage 3, price came back down to retest stage 1. Once it broke it, we know this is a structure, a major structural level, right? The parabolic SAR only showed you what we learned to identify already, that this is a major structural level. And that's the only thing I use these things as, just extra confirmation.
It does work. It does work, especially the more steep that curve is, the stronger that trend is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's pretty much all I use that for. After I, identify those things, I cut it off. I take a look at the EMA, see where are we. Okay, We got price traveling underneath our EMAs. That's a strong trend to the downside. Or we just had, a golden cross. Price just came back to retest this level.
Quick question.
Trade above this 618, we can expect it to go up.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
The yellow rectangle, what does that represent?
The yellow rectangle, I use that when I'm trapping range. From our course, I'll leave this in the free video. All right, so from our course in our kill zone section, if you remember, once price created what we identified as liquidity or range in between two major structural levels, and sometimes when price is moving live within that range versus using just our arrows, I'll use those yellow bars to trap that range, just so I can do the same thing, set alerts to see which end will break.
Okay.
We get a break, I use the other method of trading I taught you guys, break and retest. Boom. Take it to that structural level if it's going up, or if it goes down, alert is triggered. Wait here for the entry, and we ride it down to that structural level.
Okay.
Either way, as far as risk reward, we enter in on the retest, stop loss slightly within that zone. Let me put it back so you can get a visual. Boom, stop loss slightly within that zone, target here. You see that 1 to 13 setup. Vice versa down here, we wait for the retest. Stop loss inside of that zone. Target here. That's a 1 to almost 6 setup. And that's just off of breaking the retest and waiting on the alerts. Simple. And you guys know, once we reach one of these major structural levels, we take it to either break the lows or break the highs. So for instance, if price makes this move to the downside, when we get down here, typically these are our buy zones. Typically, if they're broken, same concept, wait for the break, get in on the retest. These are typically our buy zones, all right? At our buy zone, stop loss going outside the zone. Now we're taking it to break the highs. So you could catch a 1 to 6 setup into a 1 to 15 setup, just like that. And that's what we were actually trying to do with gold, but we just missed the buy. But I'm gonna leave this right here for a moment. That's exactly what happened here, all right? So we had range in between two major structural levels. Here. This was the range, all right? Price gave you a fake breakout, but actually broke out to the downside, gave you that retest, hit this structural level of support here. And what did it do? Break the highs. So the exact same thing that I'm showing you in this example happened in the trade setup that we took last week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I love how that stuff play out like that, synchronicity. Okay, so that's it as far as that, man. Let's just go with 9 o'clock on Sundays, okay, for our charting sessions weekly. Y'all put that on your schedules. I'll also put it in the group.
Okay, cool.
Any pairs you guys are looking at as far as trading, bring them to that session. We'll take a look at them together. We'll find plays to execute during the week. All right. And that'll be pretty much it, man. Like I said, we follow the coordinates. You can either, quick recap, follow the coordinates. You can put the total amount of your risk up at once. That's what I didn't show you. So since I said that, let me show you how to take partials. So right now it's negative, but let's just say for example's sake, this thing everything was in the green and we just reached one of our TPs. We got an alert. But instead of putting in the 3 different trade setups like this with all of the target areas, we only put in the third TP. But we want to take off some of the money out of this trade. We'll just hold it, click modify. No, I'm sorry. We'll hold it and we'll go to close. At the top where you see the lot size, if you put in 15 or 12, it'll show you the amount that you'll get when closing it. All right. And if you take that off, the remainder will be left open. And that's how you take partials off on your trade. So if you ever see me say take partials, and when I didn't give a lot of TPs, this is what I mean. And this is pretty much just taking some of your profits from the market just in case the trade goes against us. So just to show you again, you would go to the trade setup. And this is only if you use your entire percentage to enter that one trade versus breaking it down. You go to close order, and at the top, you would change it from 42 to whatever amount you want to close. For this example, we'll just close this 0.1, or we'll do 0.2, 0.2. When you hit close, it closed that trade, and if you look, you still have 0.40 left open in the trade, and that other trade closed out at negative 35 cents. But of course, we're not going to do that in the negative. We'll wait until it either complete by hitting our stop loss as we just entered, or if we wait till we get 20 pips in profit and move it to break even, or like I said, we wait till we reach a target area. But does that make sense of how to take partials on your trade setup?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, cool. So we take partials by going to close. We enter in our trades by going to new order, adding the exact coordinates that you see in the Discord. And if in the Discord you see buy or sell alone, that lets you know that it's a market execution order. Outside of that, you may see, if you see buy limit or sell limit, then you would go to the top where you see market execution, and you could either select buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, or sell stop, whatever you see. Now, Mr. Terry, when you see a buy limit or a sell limit, buy stop or sell stop, those trades have an entry point. You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So those will be the only trade setups that I give an exact entry point.
Okay.
Also, Mr. Jonathan, let's say, for instance, you missed a trade. Let's say a trade setup came out at AUDCAD came out at 3 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock, and you just now saw the setup, and you want to take the setup. All right, what you'll do is you'll look at your stop loss, right? We identified it as 93656. You can even do this from your phone. Let's find Tradingview. Let's go to Tradingview on our phone. AUDCAD. Hey, look at that double top forming in our sell zone. This is about to be a nice setup. So we got our stop loss, right? Now we want to, you hit the drawing tool. All right. So to get to the measuring tool on your phone, you hit the drawing tool and you tap measure. Let's say you entered late and we're at this point down here. You would measure from this point up to the stop loss. Okay. Now from here, you see the pip count? Hold on, let me move this. You see the pip count?
Yeah, 39, is it 39.2?
39.2, but we're just gonna put in 39.
No.
So if you would have entered on time, the stop loss would have been 25 pips like we have in our Discord. But let's say you entered late and you're here. Like I said, I think it would have been like 39 pips, or well, since I moved a little further, it's 45 pips. The only thing you would do is just go to FX calculator and enter in that for your stop loss versus the stop loss that I have set. So we got a late entry people. Let's change that. And it gives us a new, let it load up. Boom, it gives you a new lot size.
Okay.
You see? And that's it. So if you didn't get to the setup in a timely manner, that's okay. Utilize TradingView. And the TradingView tutorial, what I'll do, I'll place that in the group as well. That's a YouTube video. So I'll just place that TradingView tutorial in the group as well for you guys. And outside of this, practice. You have to practice using TradingView. You have to practice setting your alerts. And that, that's the only way you'll get better. So right. From here, if you follow these steps, your results will be my results. Okay. Last month, and that's why I stress that the risk management section. But last month, let me see how many losses we had. We had 5 losses. How many did we have in a row? We had 2 losses in a row. We only had 2 losses, 2 consecutive losses. But realistically, like I told you guys, if you over leverage, these 2 losses could blow your whole account. But since we're only doing a certain percentage each trade, we're able to take consecutive losses, but still come out on top. So we did 421% last month from just the Forex. That's not including the options.
Man, I definitely appreciate it, man.
Oh, yeah. No problem, man.
I learned a lot tonight.
Yeah, me too, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate you guys. So I will add this, like I said, I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna add it on the website. It'll be under that free course. I'm gonna add it in the Discord as well, inside of the start here section. And if there's ever anything, you want to just use it to reference, go back to, it'll be available.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, fellas.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Account set up, man. Let's get acclimated, and after a couple weeks, let's go live, man.
Well, I'm thinking about changing my sleeping schedule. Go to bed earlier so you can get up at 3, trade for an hour, and then go to work. At least I want to get started with Forex first and get good at that and understanding everything, and use Forex as a means of building cash, and then start trading options.
Yeah, because they work well together. I actually enjoy doing them all versus just, focusing on one thing, because throughout trading, life is going to happen to you, so you may have some days where you just don't feel up to it, and that will reflect in your analytics. So you may see things that may not necessarily be there, but looking at different things will give you that balance.
Yeah.
I felt a little drained or overwhelmed this week myself. So in result of me feeling drained and trying to force trades, I got 2 losses back to back. But being able to balance and recenter myself using the techniques that I've given you guys in our journal, I was able to rebound and give you 2 more winners back to back with Triple Q and PayPal during the options that far exceeded that loss. So that change, getting away from this computer and just being disciplined, those will be the keys that'll set us apart and give us the results that we're looking for.
Okay, I'm gonna say good night.
All right, man. Thank y'all so much, man.
Thank y'all, man.
And I look forward to the next session.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, get those once y'all get everything loaded up, we'll do the live sessions as well. Okay. So let me know when y'all get everything loaded up into, as far as your homework in the community, so we can do the live sessions. Even if you're only taking it on your demo account, moving forward, when you want to find your own trades, you'll see how I use everything from the course to find the setup, send the setup to the group, and execute it. And we just figured out how to monitor it by moving our stop losses. But that'll be it, fellas.
Okay. Good night.